Yeah. So, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Dweebs United.
Fuck,
we're live. We're live. First and foremost, we'll start with what you guys are drinking. For me, it's a 3-liter carafe of
what a foo-looking fucking glass that.
I mean,
what was that?
That's actually called the Faku.
It's
Faku.
The Fagu?
Lee, how about yourself?
I am drinking a Hop City 8th Sin Black Lager.
Nice. Christopher.
I'm drinking my second out of 3, the Saint Amboise.
Yeah. And your hockey team is really losing tonight.
Shut the fuck
they're
door.
getting their asses.
Brian, what are you drinking, and why don't you introduce yourself quickly, since this is the first time you're on the panel live?
I am drinking Tom Green's Cherry Milk Stout from Bose.
Yeah, it's okay. What do you think?
It's not bad. This is like the second or third one I've had, so.
Well, if you're going back for second or thirds, then you must think it's all right.
Yeah, it's better than I had one of their full times the other night, and yeah, it was it might have been sitting on the LCBO shelf just a little too long.
That's most beers on the LCBO shelf.
The bottle states, or the full-time IPA, 7/31/17.
Jamie, you're up next.
I'm actually on the swill. The silver medal in the Basement Pumpkin Spice on Ice Challenge. Saint Ambroise. I believe I believe it's Italian, and it's delicious.
I'm pretty sure there's multiple bros in that.
Mm.
Saint Ambro.
How about you there, Joseph?
Of all the hundreds and hundreds of pumpkin beers that I could choose at this time, and the amazing ones, I am drinking an ice cold Poland spring water, because that's what you do.
I knew it. He's drinking a Ewart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Poland Spring, is that the same the sex juice that Chris drinks?
Yes, exactly. It just is not nitroed.
Okay.
Not as good.
Nitroed water.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to turn this camera off while I read these. These are the Ontario Beer News to make
Joe's favorite.
Joe angry. If my voice stops working, just tell me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, wait. What's happening? Wait, there's beer news? I thought there was no beer news.
First and foremost, Hell Bay Brewing Company releases a new beer for Oktoberfest. And this beer is a dark German wheat beer, and it's in Liverpool, Nova Scotia for you there, Lisa.
Yeah, I probably won't see it, and they're a little late for Oktoberfest, aren't they?
Yep, they are.
Yeah.
Muskoka Mad Tom IPA is now available in the short 355 milliliter cans.
Does anybody care really though?
No.
No.
Oh, I say that from like not even trolling or fooling around.
No,
at this point, it's like yeah, you're about 3 years too late.
Yeah, we just got the bottles and 6-packs over here in Nova Scotia. Still not buying it. Overpriced.
So there is a 30 IBU, 5% alcohol wet hopped session beer that was made in collaboration with Central City and Fuggles and Warlock, and they call it Zombie Hopocalypse.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's a waste of a good name for a session ale, but hey, that's me.
What if it's the best session ale you've ever had?
I don't.
But it's just an apocalypse. I mean, it's going to last a long time. You want to keep going.
Yeah. It replaces water. Maybe.
Poland Springs.
Yeah, with 75 other springs listed in the ingredients. Fantastic.
So Platform 17 from Railway City, they announced this year's homebrew winner and the beer that's going to be made at the brewery, and it's called Odd Job.
Oh, yeah.
So Odd Job is a 9.7 ABV, 82 IBU Russian Imperial Stout, created by Denis Kwamikin of London.
See, that doesn't seem to fit, because Odd Job is a short little Asian dude who threw his hat around at people.
That is very racist, Lee.
Well, hey, I didn't write the James Bond stories. Don't fucking blame me.
Who throws a shoe?
Clifford Brewing is opening up a brick and mortar brewery in Hamilton in the late fall.
Look what I'm having. I'm having a pumpkin.
Greg, honestly, no one cares. Shut your face. So
They
back
do.
to
It's a 2-year-old aged pumpkin, not by choice.
yeah, I know that's the embarrassing thing, but also probably pretty good beer. 2 years old, should be all right.
Tastes the same. Tastes the same.
Yeah, it's probably it doesn't really taste the same. It shouldn't be as spicy. It should have died down a little bit.
Well, I got a big bottle of 2017. I'll compare it to, but not yet.
Comparison video. To go back to Clifford Brewing for a second, aren't they the ones that make that awesome like regular porter?
Yes, Clifford Porter.
Whatever happened to that? Like, is that still available? Like that? It's still LCBOs and stuff. Okay.
So they will be opening up with a 35 hectoliter brew house, so they're going big right away.
Yeah.
Go big or go home.
70 hectoliter fermenters, as well as a 2 hectoliter pilot system and a barrel aging program.
I hope they bring out an alt beer.
Little Beast Brewing is opening this week in Whitby. Little Beast is established by Aaron Broadfoot. Aaron was on the panel of female brewers that talked to us about girls and women in the beer industry.
Oh, was she like not the super crazy one, but the regular crazy one?
Sure. She used to be a brewer at Five Paddles, and she was a brewing instructor at Durham College.
Oh yeah,
Your mic
crazy.
is holy static.
Yeah, no, I was about to point it out because it's so staticky. I apologize on behalf of Chad for his viewers.
Well, see, what happens is if I turn this camera off here so I can actually read, slowly the microphone on this camera that I'm using turns itself off too.
That's probably better than whatever just happened.
You know, people actually don't care if they see the top of your head or not, so you should probably just leave your camera on.
Or just put a post-it note over your camera.
Anyone who's watched BDU at this point knows what happens. So I mean,
yeah.
There's actually some people that get off on seeing a close beer for.
Green.
Give 'em a show.
You guys want to do a beer trade? Green and Grit Beer Company is opening tomorrow in Hamilton. So Grain and Grit Beer Company has announced that it will be opening its tap room and retail store to the general public tomorrow, Tuesday, October 17th. So this actually opened yesterday for the first time. Founded by Joe Mraw, Lindsay Mraw, and Alex Spoon. Grain and Grit.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Alex Spoon?
Yes.
Heir to the Spoon Empire.
These all sound like made-up names.
First beers at the Brantford Beer Fest in early September.
Alex.
The opening of the tap room took place over the weekend for founding members who contributed to the brewery's crowdfunding campaign earlier this year. Beers set to be available at the opening are a breakfast stout, a citrus saison, a West End IPA, a Galaxy Pale Ale, Bob's Best Bitter, and a pineapple rye pale ale.
See, now that all sounds very unique. I don't know if any of it will be good, but it's better than the regular opening.
Pineapple rye sounds intriguing.
Yeah.
It does.
Especially if you're getting like the fruitiness from the rye and not just like the peppery finish. It'd be interesting to see how that mixes with.
No, this one is for you, Lee. This one's for you. Annapolis Brewing is now open in Annapolis.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Ooh.
Annapolis Royal, Nova Scotia. A new brewery has opened in the historic town of Annapolis Royal in Nova Scotia's Annapolis Valley. Annapolis Brewing has been founded by Paul Saint Laurent and Danny McClare, and is currently selling growlers and kegs of several ales, including McCormick's Blonde, Acadian Honey Brown, King George Porter, and Ceasefire IPA.
Okay, Porter and the Brown, those sound good. I might have to go up there and look at those.
Annapolis Royal, that's where my ancestors are from.
Yeah, I think actually that's closer than sea level. So
just ales though, no lagers or barley wines or
no ales and stouts.
They only make
there's
ales
ales
from
and
your
stuff.
country, okay?
Okay.
yeah, they don't have. I'm sorry, Joe. They don't have a one hop series yet. You know, it's like
Sorry. Yep.
Jesus, Joe.
Trans Canada Brewing is opening this weekend in Winnipeg. Yay.
sounds
Fantastic.
They're going to be opening, what do we have on here? A wit beer, a raspberry and ale, an ISA, an IPA, and a double IPA.
Ooh, love the double IPA.
Are they trying to kill their patrons with the bleach beer? That's not cool.
They're not in Brandon, Manitoba. They're in Winnipeg. They can have bleach beers all they want.
Yeah.
Another one in Nova Scotia opening up. This one in Lower Sackville. It's Old Biddy's. Old Biddy's Brew House is opening soon.
Old Biddy's
Okay.
sack.
I feel like this is fake news.
It's not fake news. That's a real place in Nova Scotia.
Jesus.
Lower Sackville.
Yep,
Yeah.
Lower Sackville.
And they'll be opening up with beers that include Funktown American Pale Ale, Even Gooder Coffee Brown, and Disco Inferno Red IPA.
Sounds like something.
Clean their sack.
Sounds like something funky in Sackville.
No, it sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good.
So, and the whole population of Lower Sackville, is that all like over 40 years old?
No, I seem
Sackville?
Lower. I'm trying to remember if it's Sackville or Lower Sackville that has the fucking St. Mary's College or whatever the fuck it is. It's like where all the hot college chicks are.
Yeah, I think that's Lower Sackville.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I think it's Mount Allison's in Sackville, New Brunswick.
They enjoy being
Yeah,
in lower
there-
sacks.
You like the Mount Allison with a sack.
Before we get to any beer news and any other stupid conversation, we'll hit up these comments quickly. First and foremost, we have Mr. Angus Wangus who says, "Tell Chris that I saw him with my girlfriend last week, and I was insanely jealous. I picked her up today, and I'll be taking her top off next." And he's talking about the St. Ambroise oatmeal stout.
No, they're actually talking about a real girl. They trade her back and forth.
Clark Homebrew, good day.
Nothing wrong with that.
The redhead on the can.
Jace is drinking Razzie Star by Half Hours on Earth. I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that. Greg is here, the better Greg.
Yes,
Evening,
I am.
Chad, and guests, especially you, Joseph.
He's no longer the better Greg. He's a piece of shit, Greg. The better Greg is with us in this chat right now.
Yeah.
And his name is Jamie.
Settle down, Joe. Settle down.
According to Mr. Angus Wangus, Boris is sleeping like a boss during the beer news. Yeah, I guess he is.
Or he's dead. I haven't seen him move.
Yeah.
He could be dead, yeah. It could be there, yeah. So beer news. I posted a whole bunch of beer news today. I didn't get to read all of it yet, so it is what it is. Yeah.
That's not.
I hope you're not. I hope you're not thinking we read any of it.
No, I didn't think you read any of it.
Ask
How
Joe
about this?
read all of it.
Well, we prepared.
I can.
Joe read all of it.
Now, this is for you, Joe. This is from Vine Pair. It's 5 barrel-aged beers you should really drink this fall.
Fuck's sakes. Here we go.
Oh, it's list time.
I saw that one briefly, actually.
Cue the fucking.
Nick always lying all the time.
No, I did read it. I just didn't care.
Joe, number 5 is Natura Morta with Blood Orange from Green Flash.
I just continue.
Number 4 is Backward Bastard from Founders. That's actually a good book.
That is actually
Really
one
good
of my favorites. It's fantastic.
Next is Winefication from the brewery.
I'm sure it's amazing.
Rumpkin from Avery.
It's a good beer.
And then Kuro from Allagash.
It's a good beer as well. I don't know about fucking 5 before you die. I mean, Backwards Bastard, I would say. I think a lot of us, I mean, I sent that to Lee. You've had it. I've had it.
Yeah.
Greg, I'm pretty sure, has had it.
What have I had?
I want to say I sent one to Nick. Yeah, I sent one to Nick. I mean, that's an awesome red. In the States here, I want to say it's like $12 for a 4-pack of that, $12-13 for a 10% barrel-aged Scotch ale is fucking.
It's not bad.
There's a lot of easy-to-get barrel-aged beers in the U.S. that are really worth trying. Weyerbacher makes a couple of them.
Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot now, especially now. I mean, even going back like 3-4 years ago, there was a lot, but now it seems every brewery makes them, and most of them are pretty solid at the very least.
Coming out of Milwaukee, they now have a museum dedicated to beer.
Gasp.
Milwaukee County Historical Society offers a brewery history lesson at the new Brew City exhibition downtown.
Milwaukee.
Nick, seriously, Nick, this is high class.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was his Chris Peters impersonation.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is professional, right? This is supposed to be very
Professional. Settle down,
What
Joe.
would Jay Therio say?
God damn, which channel do you think you're on?
I mean, I'm on the Albino Rhino beer review channel of YouTube. Are you kidding me right now? Where do you think you are?
Thinks he's on his own channel.
You think you're on your own channel? You settle down. I'm trying to keep it classy.
Settle down.
Chad, I'm trying to help you out here, and Nick's, he's being an asshole.
So
All right, it's not cool.
it's because I'm also right.
So from Ottawa, there was a great article posted about how lug tread is now in cans, and this is the reasons why you should be excited. And really, there are no reasons to be excited about lug tread being in cans. None at all. None.
It's like the Mad Tom IPA. It's like, all right, whatever. It is what it is, but it should have been in cans years ago. It's a fucking cold.
I'd be excited if they had
Lots
Lego
of beers
tread.
in cans. Lego tread.
No,
Lego
the
tread.
can was 650 milliliters.
No, they put them in the cute 355 milliliter can, so you can put them in your back pocket.
So cute.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Wow.
I remember them way back when they were in the big ceramic white bottles.
Terrible.
Yeah, you're
Terrible.
way to be a hipster there, Chad.
Back when beer tube was good.
Yeah.
The LCBO. LCBO has issued requests for bids for grocery stores. They will be adding another 95 stores to the list of stores available for beer and cider sales.
Yay, so they can carry the same thing that's right next door.
I don't even understand how that one happened, because that wasn't supposed to happen. That was actually right in the wording of the new rules. That there wasn't supposed to be a beer store or LCBO within a certain distance of them. And it's across the parking lot.
That's because Catherine Wynn's a corrupt bitch.
It's Kathleen, but otherwise you're correct.
Whatever, Joe's girlfriend, whatever her stupid name is.
Yes, my girlfriend.
Joe's only had sex with her twice, so let's not draw any conclusions.
That you know of.
Fair enough.
Got a point.
I don't tell you everything, Greg.
Here's a good one too for Joe. This is also from Vine Fair. It's every state's best craft brewery.
Yeah, we're gonna stop
according
there.
to American home brewers.
Maybe not.
Oh, here comes a list.
Yeah.
What about Canadian home brewers?
Oh no, we don't count.
You guys totally don't count.
We're not cool enough.
The U.S. homebrewers have spoken.
But if anyone thinks of a better one for that state, just say it. We'll go through it here. First and foremost, Alabama, Yellowhammer Brewery. I've never had anything from Alabama.
Just stay out of the South, please. Thanks.
Alaska, Alaskan Brewing Company.
Isn't that the only brewery in Alaska?
One, exactly.
There's a decent amount now, but yeah, probably the most well-known one, so therefore they win by default.
Arizona is Prescott Brewing.
No.
Arkansas,
Michigan.
Arkansas Diamond Bear Brewing Company.
Okay.
California Russian River Brewing Company.
Obviously.
Probably not anymore.
Colorado is Odell Brewing.
No,
I wouldn't agree with that either.
no. There's a shit ton of breweries in Colorado.
That's the stupidest looking glass I've ever seen.
Yeah. Aren't you supposed to put flowers in that? Why are you drinking it?
That's so much dumber than you and fucking Tiku Tim bullshit.
Connecticut New England Brewing Company.
I think the cup with the straw still is stupider than that cup.
Oh, I'll use that next week. I'll get that one back out.
No, that wasn't what he meant.
Oh, you fucker.
Delaware,
totally
Dogfish Head Craft Brewing.
Yeah, made by default.
DC is DC Brow. DC Brow.
Probably not anymore.
Brow. Florida, Cigar City.
Probably not. Yeah, they're probably in like the top 2 or 3 now, but there's a lot.
Georgia, Terrapin. It's the only brewery I've had anything from there.
No, definitely not.
Hawaii, Kona.
November.
Yeah, are they serious right now with that bullshit?
Idaho, Barbarian Brewing Company.
Sure, because it's fucking Idaho.
That's a great name. I agree.
Here, you'll like this one. Illinois is Goose Island.
Yeah,
I'm just done with this list already.
They're coasting on the fucking on the fucking stove.
Or shout out to Ethan. Illinois.
Indiana is Three Floyds.
Probably.
I think I've had 2 breweries from Indiana, and Three Floyds would have been the best out of those 2.
The other one was the one that Sun King was the other one we had.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Iowa, Toppling Goliath.
Yeah. Again, by default for the most part.
Kansas, Tallgrass Brewing.
Probably.
Kentucky, West 6th.
Oh, the upside down 9 that Magic Hat got pissed off about. Yes,
Yeah.
probably.
Oh yeah.
Louisiana, Bayou Tech.
No.
Maine is Maine Brewing Company.
Probably, maybe. But then you got Allagash and you got Bissell Brothers and you got a lot of awesome beer, so maybe not.
Yeah.
Maryland, Flying Dog.
I mean, their labels are cool.
They do have good nails.
Massive Two Shits, Treehouse.
Probably.
Obviously.
Well, Trillium's close behind, though.
Michigan, Bell's Brewery.
Nah.
Nah, dude, does this list come out in 2007? I don't understand what's happening right now.
Minnesota, Surly Brewing Company.
Bless you, probably.
Okay.
Most likely.
Mississippi, Lazy Magnolia Brewing Company.
Sounds lazy.
I've had a couple of beers from them, but maybe, sure, but no, probably not.
Missouri is Boulevard.
Yeah, Boulevard makes good stuff.
Big Sky from Montana. I've had 1 or 2 Big Sky beers. They weren't bad.
They make there's a new they're not new, but they just got distroed here to New York called Melvin Brewing Company, and they make some good beer. So I think I like them better than Big Sky slightly. But Big Sky has the the Moose Drool Brown Ale. That was pretty good for a brown ale.
Yeah. Nebraska Brewing Company for Nebraska.
Fuck them.
Yeah,
They came
fuck
here trying to sell IPAs in like $7.50s for $25. Nope, never did. Never did. No, actually, not a lot of people liked them. Very overpriced.
Nevada has the Brewers Cabinet.
Tell him, Joe.
It's Nevada. I don't know. Maybe.
New Hampshire, Moonlight Meadery.
I thought it was breweries, not meaderies.
That's
Yeah,
what it said, but I guess they went with a meadery there.
Cheaters.
New Jersey, Carton Brewing Company.
Yeah, they make some good stuff. Kane also makes good stuff too.
New Mexico, La Cumbra.
Yeah, that's a good beer.
New York, Southern Tier.
Again, is this 2007? I don't understand. Like this seems very dated to me. You sure this came out like recently?
Southern Tier. It was posted today.
Wow. Well, again, you're talking about homebrewers who probably, a lot of homebrewers take pride in just well-made beers, and like Southern Tier, all their beers are very well-made. They don't have faults. They're true to the style. They do a lot of unique stuff. But when you're talking best breweries, you're talking like awesome beer and stuff you want to drink. Southern Tier is probably up there in the upper echelon of New York State, but are they the best? I would say no, not anymore.
North Carolina, Wicked Weed.
Also, a lot of AB and Bev companies on here. Apparently, it's cool.
Ohio, Great Lakes.
Sell out.
See, again, Great Lakes is one of those classic. They're kind of in the Southern Tier realm where it's like.
Well, I think that's the thing too. You got to remember, right? This isn't just beer nerds. This is home.
Yeah, exactly. It's homebrewers, which again, that's why I was mentioning it. It makes sense. Like Great Lakes, they do a lot of awesome beers in styles that are really not hyped whatsoever. They're like, here's our Vienna lager, but they make a really good one. So I get it.
Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. I just was in another window for a second. Oklahoma, Prairie Artisan Ales.
Yeah, Prairie does awesome stuff. They're expensive though.
Oregon, Deschutes.
Oregon's very Colorado-like, where there's a lot of breweries there, so it's tough to pick. But Deschutes is a good one.
Pennsylvania, they have Victory, but myself, I would go with Weyerbacher.
There's a lot of good breweries in PA.
I haven't had all of them. I'm just saying, like from what I've had, I would go with Weyerbacher over Victory.
Depends on, for me, for style. I can see why they lean more towards Victory, because I don't think Weyerbacher does a lot of like regular beers extremely well, but their barrel age offerings, especially releases, are probably more interesting and better than Victory's.
Rhode Island, Gray Sail Brewing.
They make a couple good beers I've had before. Solid.
South Carolina, Palmetto Brewing Company.
Never heard of them, honestly.
South Dakota, Firehouse Brewing.
North Dakota?
Don't know. Tennessee, Yazoo Brewing Company.
Yeah.
We had one beer from Yazoo. It was brought to us by El Steno Puperifico.
Jesus.
Oh, well, Stano.
One of the guys on Rajay's chat, Todd, he liked this brewery on there called Bearded Iris in Tennessee that people seem to love. I'd like to try some, but you don't think about craft beer when you think about Tennessee typically. At least I don't.
Texas Petacolas.
Yeah, Texas.
I don't think there's many in Texas I've had. I think I've had like 3 or 4.
No, there's
Is that the cans with the guns on them?
We're gonna have to settle down, Chris.
Right.
Utah's Epic Brewing.
Yeah, by default, probably again.
Vermont, The Alchemist.
Oh, is it not a battle between them and Hill Farmstead?
Virginia, Port City Brewing Company.
No.
Washington, Fremont Brewing.
Fremont makes good stuff, yeah.
Wisconsin, New Glarus.
Oh, yeah.
And Wyoming, Melvin Brewing.
Oh, it's Wyoming, is it? Okay, Melvin's in Wyoming. Okay, I thought they were. What was the other one? Montana. What were we talking about? Big Sky. Okay, I got them mixed up. They're right next to one another. Yeah, I mean that's. I guess for a home brewing list, I can see it. Like I get it. But it's tough to just say here's the fucking best brewery out of every state when there's like 6,000 breweries in the United States at this point. All right, it's all subjective anyway.
Joe just picks the one of the most alt beers.
Yeah, if it has alt beers, Joe likes it.
Yo, none of them make alt beers, so I think we're good on that. Thankfully.
What do we have on here?
Can we do the best alt beer in each state now?
Yeah, let's do it. If you could seriously name an alt beer from every single state, that would be impressive, James.
I believe Joe actually could.
No, I could not. I can't even name one. I don't want to name one.
I bet you Joe could name a different brewery than the ones on the list from every state. Go.
I bet you he could.
This sounds like a terrible idea. We've already suffered enough in the last 10 minutes.
What do we have here in the comments? According to Jace Westcott, this is really the stupidest glass.
It is.
I mean, he's not lying. I think we've all told you that. Seriously.
Isn't it for just red wine?
Yeah, it's a red wine carafe.
You're gonna fucking drown in that. That's what you're gonna do.
You look like a fucking dork. And I mean, not in an ironic way that's cool. You just look like a dork.
I don't care. I've always looked like a dork. I'm good with that. According to Mr. Angus Wangus, his small town of Port Colborne's LCBO sucks. Fort Erie is the closest best selection for him. That also applies to the beer store. And Jace calls it the sipper cup. I think that's the straw one. This is one with the straw that I'm going to start using next week.
Okay.
For the developmentally challenged.
Best LCBOs.
How do you clean this glass with a brush, with a keg brush?
I think you just throw it against the fucking wall and shatter it.
It's all clean now, boys. On the ground.
The only way.
In pieces.
Mr. Angus Wangus had Boulevard when he lived in KC. Great beers. Basement Beers, talking about shotguns. If this list is much longer, I'm going to give myself a Kurt Cobain haircut. Okay.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Too soon.
I should have stopped that while I was reading it.
Too soon.
Jamie, I'm not saying I want to see that, but kind of want to see that.
Jace
so,
Westcott
you want to
said,
turn on your camera real quick, please?
Jace Westcott says Boulevard's Funkier Pumpkin was supposed to come to the LCBO this fall. I guess it didn't.
Remember their Tank 7 came a couple of years ago to the LCBOs to Ontario in general?
Cork Homebrew. Best brew I've done was with Brew Enhancer by Cooper's, but it was dear nearly a tenner. Not gone it. I'm not drunk enough to do Irish.
All I know is there's other people that enjoy the Cooper kits.
Oh yeah, another albino guy, eh?
Hey.
Yeah. What a nickname, Albino. And according to Mr. Angus Wangus, that name is definitely funnier typed out. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's really much more on here. Yeah. Okay. What do we want to talk about before our next topic, guys?
Depends on what the next topic is.
Yeah. It's a U.S. topic.
That doesn't. I mean,
really what we should discuss is the validity of the next topic.
You guys should all sub to my channel.
it's called on the 12th.
You're just kidding. I'm not red.
So, for decades, freedom fighters around the world have developed bold, cunning, and occasionally bizarre tools to fight fascism.
Oh.
Now, a Florida brewery is adding a new weapon.
Oh, thank God.
Free beer.
Yeah.
Kidding me right now.
Alligator Brewing Company is offering free beer in exchange for Richard Spencer speech tickets.
Oh, for fuck. Whatever.
Hell.
It doesn't even matter who it was about. I mean, anyone could be talking. It could have been me talking in a place. If you're going to give somebody free beer for their tickets, I think it's hysterical.
Seriously though, Alligator Brewing Company.
Alligator Brewing Company in Florida.
Could they try a little harder next time, maybe? Just a little bit. Not asking for much.
No, that's them trying, man.
Let's Florida have a lot of alligators. Sweet. Alligator Brewing Company. Done.
Oh, Joe. Come on, man.
How about just Gator Brew? What's a better name like this? Bobby Boucher.
Your personal brewmaster, the Hoppy, which is HOPII, makes and pours you a cold one. A new automatic beer brewer called the Hoppy wants to claim the middle ground between the beer brewing machines, like the Pico Brew, and a simple at-home tap, such as the Physics. And homebrewers seem ready for Hoppy. The product has raised more than $371,000 from 362 backers on Kickstarter, leaping over the initial crowdfunding goal of $50,000.
Wow,
I
this is
forgot
for
to
the
buy a
running, right?
physics
Isn't it?
fucking thing still. I still gotta buy one. Fuck. No, you didn't remind me.
Is it that thing that looks like a coffee kettle or whatever that makes beer?
Yeah.
I don't get why people think they can take shortcuts when it comes to making beer.
Well, this is the thing, right? Why spend hundreds of dollars to take shortcuts when you can just go out and buy a fucking $12 2-4 of Bud in the U.S.?
Exactly.
Because it's Budweiser.
And if you want to brew your own beer, then it should be because you actually have patience and you actually want to make good beer. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is this fucking middleman bullshit?
Now, how about this one? This one was an intriguing story. Take craft back.
No.
So they are trying to help. They're trying to raise $213 billion to buy Anheuser-Busch InBev.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Apparently, they already have $2 million in the bank.
Oh, they only have how much more time?
As much time as they want, basically.
Okay, I take it back. The fucking piece of shit brew machine's way better investment at this point.
Now, if you're doing the math, it is $653.37 per person in the U.S. or $28.78 per person in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would argue.
AB InBev wins. Hey.
Yeah, I would argue that there's a vast majority of people that don't have $600 in the U.S.
This is fucking lame. It's fucking dumbass fucking stunts like this.
Hipsters. It's hipsters.
And to buy what? Budweiser?
Yeah, that gives fucking assholes like Jay Terrio ammo to use against people.
I actually think it's a stupid idea. I do think that it's hysterical.
You know how many.
I do think it's hysterical. Just how many.
Never mind.
I think it's hysterical how they're just thinking, hey, we're just going to buy Anheuser-Busch. First off, even if Anheuser-Busch would just sell when you came to them with the amount of money,
they're not for sale. That's the thing. They won't. They're not. They're never going to go for sale. It's not going to happen.
No, but even if they would go for sale, the amount of jobs you've just destroyed in all sectors of the country, and all you've done is taken away Anheuser-Busch and given Molson Coors, the Miller Coors, the ability to just come in and go, hey, guess who we are? We're the biggest guys now.
Are they unionized in AB InBev?
A lot of them are.
The only reason this place is doing that is to publicize the fact that AB InBev owns a lot of craft breweries that people don't recognize. It's a publicity stunt, and it's dumb, and it's not going to work. And
it's stupid.
And so many people don't. That's the thing. Look, for every person that cares about, you know, where their beer come from, what brewery owns them. There's hundreds that don't care. They just want a cheap beer to drink it. They don't care who the fuck owns it. So the whole take craft thing is just dumb. I wish people were just, you know, smart enough. Hey, if AB InBev bought this brewery, go move on to the next brewery that's not owned by a big conglomerate and be done with it.
It's not only a publicity stunt, it's a fucking scam. These people are basically just preying on those people who think there's like some sort of dividing line between craft drinkers and fucking macro drinkers, when really there shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's dumb. Yeah, it's so stupid. It's a waste of our time, Chad.
Miller Coors has come out swinging against an anti-big beer campaign launched Monday by the Craft Brewers Organization that accuses top breweries of squashing craft beer culture by buying up smaller brands. The campaign by the Brewers Association specifically targets Anheuser-Busch InBev, which has acquired 10 craft breweries since 2011. But Miller Coors is also implicated because it has 4 craft brands acquisitions under its wing. From Vice President Marin, it's no longer good enough to brew an interesting beer, throw a catchy name on it, throw it on the shelf, and expect it is going to sell. So you've got to start thinking about awareness. You've got to start thinking about building and driving a brand. We are still fearful that the beer category will become like the wine aisle. We are going to be punching hard against brand development. He also talks about how the Brewers Organization can't be really true because of the amount of calls they get per day from people trying to partner with them or sell portions of their brewery to them. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think of all this shit? What do you think?
I think people are just dumb.
Yeah.
That's all it comes down to. We've been talking about this for like 6-7 years since, you know,
it just keeps going.
Yeah, it's gonna keep on happening. That's how I hate how they think craft beer is different than any other form of business. It's not. It's not. It's how business works. You get the big companies buying out the small companies. More small companies pop up. Rinse and repeat. Going to continue to happen.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Let you know what? If the small business wants to make a few $1 million, who the fuck are we to judge? Who gives a fuck? Let them make their money.
I've always said that about the breweries that get bought out. You don't know their situation. You don't know exactly. You don't know what kind of business plan they have. What's going on behind the scenes? Maybe
their whole plan was to fucking sell.
Yeah, it could be they at some point they wanted to cash out. It could be that maybe the owner really wants to keep it going, but no one in the family wants to take it over, so they got to do something. Maybe some of these breweries are actually struggling money wise and need to support themselves. You don't know. Everyone just lumps them into one big thing.
Here's the thing I could tell you. If I had a successful brewery, like let's say, you know, I'm making decent profit, I can, you know, afford to keep the doors open, pay my employees, make a little bit for myself, and suddenly a big company comes by and says, "Hey, we want to give you $5 million." I'd be like, "There you are, sir. Here's the keys. Goodbye."
Yeah. And sad reality is once you start getting money waved in front of you, you have no idea how you react. Anybody nowadays,
here's the briefcase.
I have too much pride and blah blah blah. It's like there's some of these breweries. There's some of these breweries that have literally given these breweries $50, $100, $1 billion, and you're gonna sit there and tell me, "Nah, I'm cool. I have so much pride in my brewery. You guys just keep that $1 billion."
No,
I don't. Who was it that we were talking to about that? We were on Rod's channel, and somebody was arguing with us for like an hour about that.
It was Tom, maybe the beer.
Yeah, I was about to say it sounds like fucking Tom saying.
Maybe it wasn't Tom.
No, it was that woman. Paul's friend.
Oh, Donna. Yeah.
Yeah, like if AB InBev wants to come and give me like 7-8 digit check for my home brewing business, have it. Go for it.
Here's what I would do. I'd be like, you know what? I'm stupid. I'm gonna say no, and that's it. You know, I love my customers so much that fucking, you know what? I don't want your billions of dollars.
A lot of these places too, they'll give you like, no compete clause, or the complete clause where you can't, like, within 5 years open up another brewery. You just take that money, you enjoy the 5 years of your life, and then if you want to start another brewery, 5 years you do it, and you have a lot more money to.
Or you do it steam whistle, then you give it to your kids.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly. Oh, I can't start up my own brewery. Hey, son, here's a couple $1 million for you to start up your own brewery. I'll be your advisor.
It's really nice to say you wouldn't take it or whatever when it's just theoretical. Like, oh, this could happen. It's it's come on. It's if you were in that situation, 99.9% would be like, yeah, I'm on board with that. Give me that money.
Every hipster right now hates you, Joe, because they're all
unless you're already rich and don't care.
If you're
literally do not care.
Other than that, you're not going to be stupid.
No.
You know what? Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Greg. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, I know this is a slightly different scenario, but I've always been a fan of 40 Creek whiskey. I think it's an excellent Canadian whiskey for what it is. It got bought out a couple years ago by a big company for something like $200 million. And you know what? I've had it since then, and it hasn't really changed. It's pretty much the same.
It's garbage now.
I kind of liked it more when it was independent, but that's more of a mental thing to me. But at the end of the day, it's still fine. It's still good value for the money. It's it's not a high end Scotch, but it's good for what it is and whatever. And the guy got
with whiskey though, you can't. Also, with whiskey though, you can't quite afford to just like change the recipe right on a dime and fuck around because you have years invested in every batch of whiskey.
True,
you
make.
Yeah. Well, I know it's a slightly different scenario.
And even like entry level whiskeys have like a decade on them.
And the thing is, Joe, I'm sorry for interrupting you again, but I just want
no one cares about whiskey. No, I would just go ahead. I'm just kidding.
No, but I'm just saying the thing is with whiskey is that whiskey's I understand is a little bit different scenario because generally speaking, big brands still make excellent whiskeys. Whiskey is not the same as craft beer, and I'll fully admit that.
You'd be hard pressed to find a bad whiskey, honestly.
And the simple fact of the matter is this: at its core, what is craft beer? What are all these breweries? They are simply put a business. And people like to put it on a pedestal like it's some special shit. It's a business. They make money. They have to pay employees. They want to profit. That's what. Now, maybe that's not every brewery's goal, like the top goal. But if you want to continue to be a brewery, you have to make money. That's how that works. So when people start talking about craft beer like some special thing, look, we all love the hobby. We love drinking craft beer. It's a fun time, but it's not different than any other business out there. They need to make money. And when people put a lot of money in front of you, going to take it. That's how most businesses work, and that's how they should work. So for people thinking any other way other than that is just crazy to me. They're in a fantasy land, honestly. Stupid. Like Lee said earlier. Stupid. It's just dumb.
It's dumber than my glass.
No, let's settle down with that.
No,
certainly not.
Yeah, let's not go off the fucking rails here, Rhino. Come on, man.
I mean, some things you can't take that back. I mean, that's terrible.
Yeah. All I gotta say is I hope you rinse that thing out as soon as you're done with it.
Cork Homebrew says, sorry for the Irish. It's mostly autocorrect. Mr. Angus Wangus laughs out loud at Gator Brow. Cork Homebrew thought he was banned for a minute. He couldn't send messages, and then he realized his messages were too long. And he says, Guinness here makes millions, but they don't like anyone else.
They don't like anyone else to make millions.
Yeah.
Well, of course. I mean, when you're at the top of the food chain, you want to make sure you're still above everybody. That's, again, how business works. Of course, everyone in the craft beer industry, they think like everyone's best friends or whatever. You know, it's funny. You see all these brewers. Yeah, a lot of them like at the actual brewer level and like when they collab and whatnot. Yeah, a lot of these brewers like one another. But how many lawsuits have you seen over the past few years over different labels and names and stuff? It's still a fucking business. It's what it is. And people don't realize it. It's very frustrating when people get on their fucking high horse about it. Oh, it's craft beer. It's fucking an alcoholic beverage that you drink and try to enjoy. It's not. That's it. That's where it ends. Settle down.
There's too many. Shut up. There's too many fanboys who live in the fantasy fairy world of Tom the Beer Whisperer.
I'll give you that.
I really like my glass. I really do.
It's not a glass. It's more of a.
It's a vase.
I mean,
What's
I say
your-
this.
what's your
from the bottom of
glass?
my heart, it's fucking terrible. It really is. It's really
Show
bad.
us the glass, Chad.
Here's my glass.
Hey, next time you're making meth, make sure it's in that. Okay?
Yeah.
The other glass is dirty.
I didn't have any choice. I had to go downstairs if I wanted a glass.
You just drink out of the bottle or can. Yeah, just drink out of the bottle or can. You know
how much this cost me? You know how much this cost me?
I hope
A lot.
hope they paid you and there's some kind of sponsorship going on.
It was actually $80 that he paid in the glass blowing course, and that's actually what he made.
He bought it from the pretentious glassware company. It charges like what is it, like $80 or like, there's something like that for like the butt plug glasses and stuff.
Oh, the butt plug glass. Yeah, it's like $60.
Yeah, that's dumb.
You imagine if Chad was in the fucking golden course, how warped and shit that would be right now.
That's the glass.
Man, next time you're given basically you're facing. I either have to drink out of this stupid retarded test tube thing, or go down and get a glass. Here's what you do, Chad. You take your dog, you force its mouth open and hold its mouth open, pour the beer in the dog's mouth, and drink it out of its mouth.
That seems wrong on several levels.
I know, but that glass, come on.
On the other hand,
Which dog are you
dog-
talking about? Boris or Helga?
It doesn't matter.
Helga has a bigger mouth.
It doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah,
That's up. See, you have a choice there. You have selection. You have variety.
The only
his choices, he can pour in his dog's mouth or pour in his dog's butt. Whatever.
Did you seriously pay money for it though, like actual money?
Yes and no. I got it from my Elite Deals app on Amazon. It's supposed to be $55. I got it for $1.25.
That wasn't a deal. That was we need to get this shit out of our warehouse.
I'm okay with that. It's a full-on crystal carafe.
Like what kind of idiot would buy this?
$1.25.
And I think it has negative value at this point.
Was it $40 shipping on that one?
No, it was free shipping. It was from Amazon itself, from Amazon Prime.
Oh,
if they didn't pay you to take it,
the clickbait was dog-proof beer glass.
Basically, yeah. If they knock this over, it shouldn't break. It's pretty thick.
And they
should
can't
test
get
it out right now.
They can't get to the liquid.
Come here, Boris. Let's see if you can break this. Challenge him.
Yeah.
Sure, he'll find a way.
I think Boris could do it.
Mm-hmm. Boris.
Boris.
You gonna hold your dog down like that, Chad?
And
let him
pour stuff down his mouth? No.
No, I'm not saying let him break the shit out of that glass. Like, just let him break it, please. Replace his bone with that glass right now. Please.
No, I'm not replacing the bone with my glass.
Yeah.
He's quiet. He's laying there quietly. He's being a good boy. I'm not giving him a glass.
Plus, I think that dog has more self-respect at this point than Chad does when it comes to that sort of stuff.
Probably
What's that,
like,
Nick, what's that? Oh,
Nick, what's that? Evil Twin
Evil
what?
Twin Brewing Sour Kirsch Stout.
Oh, he's drunk.
Imperial Stout. No, I'm not drunk. I'm just trying to pronounce it without.
It's not
really
zooming
see
in,
it.
but we can kind of see it. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Imperial
Yeah,
Stout.
there we go. Sour Kirsch Stout.
10%.
Which is an Imperial Stout with sour cherries.
What did you pay for that? $84.
Actually, it was $3.80.
Wow, really? That's a crazy.
Yeah.
Deal.
Well, it's not a very big bottle, but still. That's why I bought two of them. I couldn't believe how cheap they were.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's,
he's got them both, and he's gonna pound them down.
if that showed up in this, that's a what 11.2 fluid ounce bottle. So
Yeah, 11.2.
yeah, those are still like $4 or $5 American. So to pay less than that Canadian is a fucking great deal.
Damn.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
Evil Twin's expensive.
I ended up like when Guy took off last weekend, I decided just to make a trip up to Ferguson for that big craft beer store that's up in Ferguson. That I posted a video of it a while ago.
Yeah,
they got all kinds of
yeah,
special
videos
stuff in the States. Yeah,
you have a channel?
Did you guys film anything with Guy and Cousin Pascal and Don and stuff?
Yeah, there's actually going to be a 5-year-old barley wine review coming up on my channel with Guy.
And that's when, in 2 years from now?
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. October 18th of 2019.
I know there's going to be one that I'm going to have to wait for something to be legalized first before I can post it.
Oh, in July.
Is it July? Okay.
Wait, what happened?
We'll see.
I'll tell you later.
Mary Jane.
Secret. Any more beer news?
No, we're out of beer news.
Where's the 61?
I decided I wasn't going to do that. That's way too long.
Oh, no, never.
Way too long.
Never.
It's way too long of a list for me.
Never. No.
We just went through 50 fucking states.
Yeah, come on. We can go through 61 pumpkin beers. Who doesn't want to go through 61 pumpkin beers?
Did you talk about the Welly rebooted mix pack number 3 coming out next week?
No one really talks about Wellington in general.
That's a good mix pack, sir. That is a good mix pack. There is the Iron Duke is back in it.
Yep.
And then there is 3 beers that I have not had before.
Bewitched Belgian IPA, 6.3%. Hellas Fox, 6.8%. And Shadowy Packed, 4.4% Irish Dry Stout.
Which is a really good beer. That is a really good beer. We reviewed it last week.
I'm in.
Me and the cartoon did it.
I'm not in that one.
No, you weren't here. You didn't come out. You were like, fuck you, Albino. I don't like you guys.
And that's on me. Yeah, 5-3 Toronto right now. Yay.
No.
I'm actually surprised they came back and scored 2 goals.
Yeah, we still got another period.
Is this the Raptors? That's a pretty slow scoring.
Pretty sure it's the Argonauts.
Probably more accurate.
That's a low score for the Argonauts, too.
Where are these 61 pumpkin beers at? That's what I'm asking.
Okay, 1 second.
Do it.
Get peer pressure upon little kid.
Pierre pressure.
Pierre pressure.
Pierre pressure. Okay, we'll do your fucking stupid shit. Okay, we'll do the stupid shit.
Take your comments first.
If you're gonna go over 61 fucking pumpkin beers, it's about time I take a shit.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Camera.
He needs a cell phone so he can talk to us from the shitter.
That's right. Lightly's a Luddite.
Okay, 1 second. I'm just finding it here.
I think on the 10th needs to do a heart-to-heart video.
Do it.
About pumpkin beers?
Yes.
About life. Life of picking up Chad every day for work.
Having to drive all the way to Niagara Falls from St. Catharines.
Wouldn't it be funny
to go to his job at Niagara Falls?
Wouldn't it be funny if I fucking recorded every time I picked up Chad in the hidden camera?
No, it would be funny. No, it would not.
Chauffeur.
I want a Timmy's montage.
Do it like your Morgan Freeman and Driving Miss Daisy.
That's fucking funny.
I'll get a double-double. I'll get another double-double.
You guys are idiots.
Double, please.
You're both idiots.
2 cream, 4 sugar. 2 cream, 4 sugar.
2 cream, 4 sugar.
That's Chris, yeah.
Chris, you like a little bit of coffee with your cream and sugar?
They actually call it a gloop soup.
Yeah. I'm enjoying my cream over here. So happens to be a little bit of sugar and coffee in it.
Cream more.
I have 1 Timmy's a day. That's it.
I have no Timmy's a day.
I'm trying to find it. Apparently, I didn't post it.
I have 1 Timmy's a day, and it's fucking literally
1 Timmy's a day.
2 minute walk from my place.
Do you climb down the side of your building to get there? You got
No.
You scale it with your bell hats. I gotta get my Timmy's.
Do you do the stairs? You'd lose a lot of weight doing the stairs.
That's it. I don't even go to the one right by my place. I go to the gym and then I hit the Timmy's after.
When you go to the gym, just take the stairs.
Exactly.
He climbs down the fire escape. No big deal.
That's why I don't take the stairs. I'm at the gym every day. 17 days straight.
He could have done the stairs for free, but he went and paid for the Stairmaster.
There's probably more ladies on this gym than there is the stairs.
In the stairwell, yeah, because the ladies in the stairwell you don't want to deal with.
Okay, so he ranked the top 20, but he did not rank the other 43.
Well, there you go. So that's it. Then it's a top 20 list.
So we want to look at the top 20, not the 43 before that? Because there's actually a lot of really good ones on this list of 43.
Can you post a link in the sidebar over here so we could at least read along?
Please do.
Yeah.
Great.
There you go.
Yay. All right.
Yo.
Oh, it was a Paste magazine article, huh? They always have a tendency to do these blind. It was a blind tasting?
Yeah, it was a blind taste test.
Yeah.
I would say probably don't read anything about the top 20. Who cares about the ones that didn't make the cut?
Okay, so number 20 was Station 26's rum barrel aged imperial pumpkin beer.
Oh, everyone could get that.
Number 19 was Elysium's Darko the Moon. I love that beer.
Which is an awesome beer. But they're owned by AB InBev, so terrible. It's terrible. Right?
Number 18, Four Peaks Double Pumpkin Porter.
Ooh, we're following along. I like it.
And as you notice, they have it in a growler because it's not readily available.
Upslope Pumpkin Ale from Boulder, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Ballast Point Pumpkin Down.
That's one I want to try this year because it is a Scotch ale, which you don't see too many pumpkin Scotch ales. A couple people have reviewed it recently on the beer tubes. Seem to enjoy it. Cherry Street Brewing Co-op Friend of the Farmer Pumpkin Pie Porter. Look at that sweet bottle, that looks like a home brewing bottle. Someone printed off their home printer. Totally readily available everywhere, boys. Get it everywhere.
Number 14 is Dry Dock Pumpkin Double Porter.
All right.
Handwritten on the can.
Next, we have St. Arnold Brewing Company's Barrel-Aged Pumpkinator from Texas.
I know a lot of people like the regular Pumpkinator. I did not realize they did a barrel-aged version. That's cool.
Well, it must be readily available, too.
I'm sure. You don't have to kill anyone to get any.
Schlafly Barrel-Aged Pumpkin Ale is next at number 12.
Again, their regular pumpkin ale is considered one of the better regular pumpkin ales.
Number 11 is Stevens Point Brewery's Whole Hog Pumpkin Ale.
That is another one that is supposed to be really good. In fact, we here in New York, Western New York, we actually had that beer brought in, specifically the only beer from the brewery that showed up here.
Hold on, before we continue on with the top 10 here, I just wanted to say that the photographer who took the pictures of this probably got really fucking hammered because it's all in the same spot.
Well, it's a bunch. They mention how many people, don't they? Usually say how many people they have when they're doing this blind taste test.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't read it.
Yeah,
it's on the first page though.
Yeah,
usually.
Yep.
What do we have next? Number 10 is Lakefront Brewing's Brandy Barrel Aged Pumpkin Ale. Now, Lakefront's the one that does the new grist, gluten free, isn't it?
Pretty sure. No, that's not Lakefront. That's fuck.
This one's got vanilla and maple oatmeal flavors to it. It sounds all right.
No, it is. You're right. It's Lakefront. Yeah, so it's the same. I know their pumpkin ale is supposed to be decent, but again, brandy barrel aged. I'm sure you just find it everywhere. Now, 13.4%.
Now, next is a brewery I love from the U.S., Weyerbacher. Their Imperial Pumpkin Ale.
That's a good one. That might be one that Chris would actually enjoy just because it's 8% and it's an Imperial, not 10 or anything crazy.
I would argue Weyerbacher is Michigan's best brewery.
Definitely Michigan's best brewery, no doubt.
Next, we have Schlafly's regular pumpkin ale.
Yeah, which I mentioned that's like widely regarded as one of the better pumpkin ales.
The only brewery I've ever had from North Carolina, thanks to my buddy Shane, who brought me 2 Gruits from them. Thank you, Shane. D9, their Head of the Horseman.
Nice.
Surprised you got away with that. That's fine.
Elysian Brewing Company's Punkachino Coffee Pumpkin Ale.
Yay!
I totally want to try that one.
That's an awesome beer.
I could imagine. Fuck.
Number 5, Two Roads Brewing Company's Rosemary Stepchild.
Look at that bottle. Woo!
So, so this is a take on their Rosemary, the one that Rainier Parade was drinking earlier. I think this is the sour version of it.
Wolf Ridge BBA Dave Doesn't Know.
And this is from Columbus, Ohio. So curious name. Yeah. Wolf's Ridge is a pretty good brewery, but I've never heard of this beer.
Dave doesn't know. I wonder what Dave doesn't know.
He doesn't know that's not.
He doesn't know. Beer. That's true.
Is this an ice cube? The brewery's Autumn Maple is next.
That's a fantastic beer, but I think it's not pumpkin in there. It's
Oh, it looks like
squash.
Fig and raisin.
Squash. Pretty sure squash.
Firestone Walker El Gorado.
El Gordo.
Gorado. So you put a couple letters in there.
Yeah, no big deal.
I put A in there.
I'm just saying it's El Gordo, just to clarify for your listeners. That's all.
Lithbridge Imperial Pumpkin Porter is number 1.
And it won from Stillwater, Minnesota. Heard of Lithbridge?
11.5%.
See, they did the 2 barrel aged the coffee and the barrel aged pumpkins, and they weren't even on the top 20. So that's pretty.
Yeah, but the simple fact is, like, here's the thing: you can't be comparing all these pumpkin beers with adjunct and barrel age. It's not fair to the base pumpkin beers, I don't think, because they're not the same beer. You introduce barrel aging, and then here's our pumpkin one, and here's this, and here's that. It's like, I think that's kind of bullshit, personally. It's not a fair comparison.
Okay, I'm going to get to the comments in just 1 second. Angus Wangus just gave me a correction, so I'm just dealing with that.
Gave you an erection?
An erection, yes. He gave me an erection.
Oh, my goodness.
He talked about how much he liked my glass, and it got me all excited.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, no wonder why.
Okay, so
he's an enabler.
Dry Irish Stout from Cork Homebrew. Hey, Pappy, I thought Hodor died. What the fuck? Okay, yeah. Rhino, your boxer pup is growing, man. Compared to a couple of weeks ago, he's getting bigger. Yes, he is.
Helga's bigger.
Helga is bigger than Boris. That is true. Franciscan Well is a great brewing company here. Is it over there? I've never seen it in Canada, and might be in the U.S. Franciscan Well. Have you seen that ever there, Joe? I know you guys get like porterhouse and stuff from Ireland.
Hey, what? Say that again. What brewery?
Franciscan Well.
Never heard of it. No.
Ooh.
And the Foz is out again.
What happened? What'd you say, Brian?
And the vase is out again.
Oh yeah, I had to look away. It was
You didn't look away. You love it.
No, it's not great.
Nope. So stupid.
Now I can only imagine, like, all your reviews going forward, you're going to use that monstrosity of a contraption.
New beer alert, Brian. The Sweetgrass Brewing Golden Ale.
Yep.
How is it? Is it right?
It's golden.
Yeah, they didn't lie.
It tastes like ale.
From your country?
From all our countries.
Yeah.
Where's Sweetgrass out of?
Kitchener, Ontario.
Thank you, Malcolm Robb. You know what? Fuck you guys. Malcolm Robb likes it. Drinking out of the decanter, he likes it.
So stupid.
So one random viewer is a fan of it, yet everyone else hates it. We'll go with him.
Yeah, wait till the beer comes out of his nose because he's fucking.
Wait until he fucking slips and smashes it everywhere. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
slips
great.
out of his hands and it goes all over his blue fucking boxers.
No, it's gonna. Why do you know these boxers are blue?
Long story.
You weren't in the you weren't in the beer analysis. I'm not wearing pants. I'm not wearing pants.
I'm very thankful for that at this point.
No, it's pre-live.
Yeah, I was going to turn off my camera, and I'm like, fuck it, you guys can see them in my underwear, and I left.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah, you should be.
I am. That's on me.
That is on you. It's all over you.
No, not all over me. Just slightly on me. So how's life treating you on the 10th, Chris?
Life is good on the 10th. Life is busy on the 10th, actually. And I fucking talked to the building manager because
it's hard to breathe up there, right?
The the elevator shaft is directly behind me, and one of the two elevators, not the service elevator, but the other one, has a brake release noise that's just drives me fucking crazy.
You pick up on your next review or your next video. Make sure.
Did you hear it on the last?
No, I'm saying you make sure you try to emphasize how crazy it is on your next video.
Oh, I will, because it's fucking brutal. And I talked to the manager today, and she jumped on the phone and said, I'm calling them right now because I'm not the first person to complain. I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't be. The whole building can hear it.
When we lived in St. Catharines, we had the elevators right behind us too.
You know, the other elevator you can't hear. It's just this one. The brake release is just like so loud. I'm like, come on, man, fuck. And you know what? And if it doesn't get fixed, you know what? I'll give it till November 1st, and I'm going to put in a form of complaint to the actual owners of the building.
Oh,
and say, what the fuck?
shit!
And I'll put it on YouTube too. You know what? I'm going to fucking send them an email with a link to a video, and that's it. And then done.
Hey boy,
now,
what you doing?
Oh, it's Boris the Boxer.
He's like, hey, Chad. Oh, you see that stupid glass you're drinking out of? Yeah, I'm going to smash it. Yes, I am. I'm going to smash the shit out of it.
I think Boris just whispered in his ear saying, your glass is stupid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take him out to pee quick. I'm going to leave the chat in the capable hands of Brian. Brian's in charge. Never you, Greg. Never.
Chad, make an Instagram account for Boris.
I think you should.
We're gonna need to have you settle down there, Greg. You know,
Chad. I think Chad needs a channel for his fucking glassware.
Greg's fetishes are out of hand at this point.
Well, yes, they are. Ribbed for her pleasure.
Hey, Lee, how was your shit since we're live?
What is this, JTV? I'm not going to report on my fucking dumps.
No, we need to know. It's the only way.
Who used to do that? What channel?
The only way we'll
was
learn.
it on Albinos?
Yeah, it was Poo Report or whatever the fuck.
Are you videoing a poo right now?
He'd be like, mine was so soft and gentle today. It was like, okay. Poo Report.
He'd come on every fucking JTV chat.
Oh, the guy on JTV asking me to do a poo report?
Yeah.
No, he would give you his poo report.
Yeah, and then he'd ask me for mine.
Yeah, he'd ask.
That was terrible.
I'm going to be honest. Of everyone here, I think Nick has the best poops.
No.
No.
Well, he just shut that down completely.
No, I think Chad's got me on that.
All right, this live fucking Chad just went to shit.
Yeah,
it did.
Well, I don't know there, Nick. I'm not the one that was on the toilet for an hour and a half.
For an hour.
Well, I mean, Chad,
like the one where
if you want to get technical, Chad,
made us all late to get into the first beer fest, and the moment we got on at the Brimstone, I ran for the bathroom and
blame it all on taquitos.
Taquitos, yeah, exactly.
Taquitos at the forefront of that.
I mean, if you want to get technical there, Chad, you take enough fucking poops during a day to add up to an hour and a half. So
well, that's just it. I mean, poop runs so freely for him. I wish I had his bell.
You wish you had his
That is
bell,
fucking
right?
disgusting, man. That is disgusting.
Jesus, Nick, you're
that is gross.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. What are we doing?
I don't know. Talking about shit. Literally shit.
Welcome to the
Dweebs United.
Yeah, this is what happens when Brian's in charge.
It just goes to shit.
Yeah. That's how we upped it.
It's all about the shit dick.
Let's go offline. We're going offline, Chad. Chad, it's offline. It's offline.
Not yet.
Let's go offline so we can post porn.
Sweet.
We got
on my free camera. Hurry up.
There's helps.
Come on. I've had the webcam off waiting all night.
Come on, Red Wings. Let's go. It's 5-3 Toronto right now. Start the third.
So what has happened while I was out there with the doggies? Let's see. I sent you another email there, Mr. Angus Wick. Is that the lesser Gregory? Yes, this is the lesser Gregory talking to us right now.
It is. I'm the better Gregory.
No, you're the lesser Gregory.
No, he is. He's totally the better one at this point.
I'm the better
You're
one.
just mad that Dullahan called you out as the...
He called me out. He didn't even know I was there. He's talking shit about me. Fucking Dullahan Brewery. Blah. Fucking shittier Greg. With his stupid face.
Plus, he has a funny accent. Let's feed him to our gods.
I'm gonna put my next beer in this.
You're gonna skull fuck it.
I've got a Crystal Head.
You're gonna vodka age somebody some beer?
You know what I do is I put shitty vodka in and I got expensive vodka.
Do they not make a tequila now as well?
Not that I'm aware of, but it's possible.
No,
because I saw a big fucking Mexican Day of the Dead.
Oh no,
I just wish you could.
That's Ka Tequila, KAH. That's a different brand of tequila altogether.
Okay.
They've been around for a few years.
And then there's the tequila that comes in the gun.
Because I was surprised that they weren't suing Crystal Head or something.
I think they've actually been around possibly longer than Crystal Head vodka.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised they haven't sued Crystal Head.
Or yeah. Well, I don't know. Who knows what kind of lawsuits are going on?
There's a new Irish feud going on in the chat now. Cork Homebrew says, "You mean he's the lesser Irish?"
Well, let's face it, all Irish are lesser in a lot of ways.
Oh, shots!
Oh God! What is this? Fucking gangs in New York or some shit?
Yeah.
Average Joe got so offended he left.
He's Polish. He shouldn't even be offended.
He shouldn't even be alive, is what you're saying.
It's like he's Polish. We should be offended.
Yeah, we should be offended that he's been here that long.
I'm just waiting for him to reconnect, and it's his dad. How great would that be?
That would be amazing if he got his dad to come in.
He totally should. You should totally get his dad on this.
It would totally jump offline as soon as he comes in.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's going on, my N-words?
Average.
Average Dad is quite the awesome guy.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Poon Patrol.
He used to try to hook up with Blueberry's mother every time he came up.
Why didn't he just try and hook up with? Oh, he wanted Blueberry for Joe.
Okay. You kept trying to hook up Joe with Blueberry?
Mother-daughter, father foursome.
He kept trying to get Blueberry to hook him up with Blueberry's mom.
Is Blueberry's mom single?
It's like, she's cute. She must have a hot mom.
Yeah, I'll tell you from experience, that's not always the case.
Mm.
No.
Blueberry and her sister. Blueberry used to be really, really hot. Her sister's still good looking, but Blueberry not so much anymore.
No, listen, here's the thing everyone needs to know is the Ginger Snatch used to be fucking smoking hot. Like,
yeah.
Whatever girl you think is hot, Ginger Snatch was hotter than her.
Let's not go crazy, but I did go back through her fucking photo history because you insisted that she was better looking back in the day, and I will agree she was.
She was damn fine.
If the king of beer tube says that she was better looking in the past, then I'm gonna have to.
And it is so.
Make it so, number one.
My decanter's almost empty.
Oh, thank God!
What do you do? Piss in it?
Jesus, Nick.
God damn it,
Nick,
this used to be a classy
You're just getting all yellow now.
Where you kept the urine sample?
I'm just waiting for that thing to like splash over and go right in the face.
Yeah. It won't. I'm skillful. I can do the boot.
That's what Chad said. I'm skillful too. Then he ended up with 3 kids.
He ends up with booty.
Yes, I did end up with 3 kids. You are correct. Yeah. Well, we've descended into craziness and stupidity, so we're going to go offline. I'm going to post the join link,
which you should have done half hour ago. Chad.
Oh, shut the fuck up! I'm going to post the join link.
Killed those women.
Descended?
When we descended into like
Chris Pito with his tentacle pickle.
This is the. Did you see the Snickles? The Snickles thing. The Snickers inside the pickle. That was awesome.
I sent it to the board.
Chris.
So anyway, I'm going to post the join link. If you guys want to join, you're more than welcome to join. All you need to do is have a microphone at the very least. Click the join link, come in, say hi with us. But we're going offline now. Here is the join link. Over for Albientos.
There was a time Chris